It is, I think, 2 a.m. on December 1st, which means I am going to attempt to do a December reading vlog. I tried this in August, and I fizzled out after like 4 days, maybe a week if I'm being generous. So as far as goals go for this month, I already met my yearly reading goal, which was 50 books. I think I'm at like 52 right now, so I think I'd like to read 5 books this month. I'm gonna count this one since I'm reading it right now. As far as which books, that's tough. I think I really would like to finish the Natural series. I have 1 book left. I can do it. Since it's December, would you like to see my tree? This is her. You just see part of it. Hey! Guess, welcome to my first reading vlog. And I hope I finish it. If you're watching it, that's a good sign. And I hope I do another one, if it was fun. If it wasn't fun, then I guess this is my one and only. I guess watch me read now, okay? And then I feel like the beginning didn't really, yank me. It didn't yank me. And so it's taken me a hot minute to get through it. I'm actually really digging the romance. I just love the name Evie. That is so cute. Merry Vlogmas, everybody. Merry Vlogmas. And it is a happy Vlogmas today because Linnea is making me a frappe.
Vlogmas. Vlogmas frappe.
Vlogmas frappe. It is only December 2nd, but I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages. You set on a matchbox, my lady. I'm curtsying. Ready? The drink is really, really good. It's like really, really good.
Just a shot. Don't worry, I'll be your videographer, so you can just read, and I'll just
sit there and watch.
Yeah, I'll just get the footage for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My feet are gonna get too toasty though.
Toasty?
Yeah. You can't look at my feet.
Oh.
I'm gonna kick my slippers out, okay?
Oh. That's our competition.
The tree. Are you looking at the tree? I think our tree's better. I'm sorry, but they didn't even put candy canes or ornaments on it.
Psst.
So.
Psst. Yeah, get it. Put some nice music over this, okay?
Okay, I will. It'll be the Linnea fart song. See that? Yeah. I gave it 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed most of the romance and the banter was really funny. I did not like his nickname for Evie. I'm not gonna say it because it's so cringy and it gives me the ick a little bit. The rest of the storyline, I felt like I just got confused a lot, and maybe it was my fault for maybe I didn't pay attention well enough. I did audiobook a couple of chapters, and I tend to pay attention less when I'm audiobooking it. But alright, cute book though, and I probably will continue the series. I think the 3rd book is coming out next year, so that's exciting. Also, one of my favorite parts in like a fantasy book is like the setting or time period, and this book definitely delivered on that. I love it when it feels like it's in the past, because they have like electricity, but then they mostly use letters. There's no cell phones. I love that vibe. And it also feels like everybody's wearing like maiden dresses. That's just how I picture it in my head. Sometimes I just ignore what the author tells me that they're wearing, and I just make it up myself. So in this book, they were all wearing like maiden dresses and stuff. If you like that, definitely would recommend. I can't promise that that's actually what the author intended or what she actually wrote, so sorry if you read it and then it's not that. But there is her home. I actually didn't get any clips of me reading this book, but I read it in, I think, 36 hours, which is pretty impressive because I had a whole 12-hour shift somewhere in there. So I give it 4 stars. I think that if you liked the SNL movie that just came out recently, you would probably like this book. I first got grabbed because it's about a writer who works for a show that's like basically SNL. And the first chunk of the book takes place over 1 week of basically just her schedule that's every week. Did that make sense? And the host for that week is the love interest for the book. And so they just have like very small moments. And so then that's the whole first section. And it's very fast paced because it's not broken up into chapters really, or I guess it is, but it's like 3 chapters for the whole book. So the first chapter is like this SNL week, or TNO, or whatever it's called. The SNL movie was a little bit too much, I don't know what word to use for me. It wasn't really for me, but I am still fascinated by like live TV and like how busy their schedules are and what all they do during the week to prepare for this one night of like TV show. So that I did find really interesting. And then I did really like the romance. I thought it was cute and it was funny. And I did laugh out loud a couple times, obviously because she's a writer, she's a comedian. I didn't love the third act conflict. Me and third act conflicts have a mostly hate relationship. I kind of wish, I feel like I've only had 1 or 2 books where I actually liked the third act conflict. It made sense and it was done in a timely manner. And this was not one of those. But I think that's just me and third act conflicts. So, yes, 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was very fast paced. It is now December 5th. I worked last night. It's 9:44 p.m. right now. I'm very tired. I'm declaring it a veg out day, so I will probably not be reading tonight. However, I will see you on the weekend. You don't even know if I'm recording or not.
And I'll never know.
You're not gonna know until you watch the video.
Until I watch, then I'll know.
Lynette is scanning her books. This is actually not her present to herself. It's for her mom. She's just gonna use it while she's got it here before she wraps it.
Just testing it out.
She's just testing it out.
Sure
She's
it
doing
works.
quality control right now.
Sometimes when I'm by myself, I pretend like I'm making a TikTok when I'm not.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
It's like when you're little and you're making like cooking something and you're pretending like it's a cooking channel.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I
And
do
now
that.
I will add the butter. It is 1 stick of butter. Oh, this one is so cute. Okay, should I do the excuses to buy new books for Abby or Jessica? Or should I add a new person to get stickers? To give it to them. Me, you said? What?
You should keep
What?
You didn't explain what you're doing.
I'm doing this.
Yes. doing this. I'm giving pictures on I'm giving pictures on stickers to people for Christmas.
Exhibit A.
So I'm making piles for who I'm giving it to. Look at all these piles.
A lot of people were...
I don't actually have this many friends. There's only 2 piles that are going to people.
And Laurel's pile.
And my pile.
By her
Which
dogs.
is growing.
By my dogs. At least I'm wearing socks. Okay, but actually, I think I should give them to more people. But I don't know who. Mari would want some, I bet. But I gave them to her last year also. But there'll be new ones. Okay. I'll add her. She's getting a pile now, too. Moon. She gets Moon. Dinner.
You saw my joke.
It's from Zootopia.
Yeah.
He's like, it's in our dinner.
This is gonna be so shaky because I keep laughing.
I'm glad you think I'm funny. Unlike earlier when you said I wish you were funny.
Sorry, that was so mean of me. I thought it was funny.
It was
Just
funny.
saying.
Oh, girl. I need to catch you up on where I'm at. I vaguely started The Skies Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I'm 4 pages in. Yeah. And I also started listening to Bad Blood, which is the 4th book in the Natural series. I'm an hour into that audiobook. I think there's 9 hours total, so not very far. Also started, let me look at what it's called. It's by Abby Jimenez. I think the first book I read by her, I don't remember the first book I read, but I don't remember what it's called. The second book I read by her is Just for the Summer. I think I gave that 4.5 stars. The first one I gave 5 stars, and I read it in 8 hours. It was so stinking good. What I'm reading right now is called The Friend Zone, and last night I read like 150 pages. I'm gonna get reading now, so watch me. I finished The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, and I gave it 3.25 stars, which feels oddly specific. I overall enjoyed it. I really liked the main male character. I didn't like the female main character. A common theme of my last 2 rom-coms has been that the main problem is the female main character has really low self-esteem and then miscommunicates about it, which is really irritating. And I already hate the miscommunication trope, so imagine how I feel when she also hates herself. Also, there was I don't really want to call it a third act conflict because I feel like those happen specifically with the relationship, and pretty much we were having conflicts all throughout because the female main character, really. But there was a major medical event that happened to a supporting character in like the last 100 pages, and it felt so random and out of pocket. I really didn't know where we were going with it. I did read a note by the author that said it's a series, and so she wrote the second book first, and so this book was about this other couple, but also it had to have the components that were necessary for the second book, and so that's why that just kind of is jumped in there. The train just left. Besides that, I did mostly enjoy it. It was a very fast read. I'm including it in my 24-hour read section. I'm also going to continue to read Abby Jimenez because the other two books are so fantastic. And this was actually the first book she ever published as an author that I am aware of. So that's interesting. It's kind of interesting to see where she came from, where she goes, and where did she come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Okay, now I'm going to say a tidbit about how this is the end of this vlog. Oh, okay, here's my other thing. I have to figure out how to end it. I thought this would be funny. I thought that would be funny. But maybe I'll just do a different one every time. How did you end it? You just said bye.
But I did just say bye and then made like a face.
Okay. I'm gonna make this face.
It's just your face.
I know. That's the only face they get. Alright. I'm gonna end the vlog here because I read a lot more than I thought I was gonna read, and I feel like this video is gonna be really long already. I'm peacing out. I am gonna make another one though. This was fun. So yeah, I'm gonna be done now. Okay.